Yo, we are back again and again and again. So the project is finally done to an extent after many years, billions and billions of years. In dollars. Going back to video one, that was quite a minute ago. It's changed quite a bit because last time it was all stock. Now we have the wheels on it, motors running, batteries kind of thrown in there, but we just wanted to get this going to get some numbers for the Ruckus guys, and then just to have a little bit of fun. Some of you have pointed out, oh, you're missing some bolts, this and this and that. It's true, okay? It's just mocked up. But it's not done. We just wanted to get it going. Yeah, look at you see, batteries just kind of slapped on there. Ain't the real McCoy, don't worry. The real deal is gonna look a little bit better. But numbers wise, we did get a ticket for a ride, and we're doing about 75 miles an hour. I think we can crack 80, and that's 75 miles an hour without touching the controller. Once we get that laptop hooked up in there, you know, we can tune it up a little bit more, but then you're gonna be draining through the battery a little bit faster. But right now, I mean, it's a pretty mellow tune, and we're getting roughly around 30-mile range, 35 if you're taking it easy. You know, we're kind of romping on it a little bit, but had a little good little spin. Came back, battery didn't die or nothing, so we're good. Moving forward, we are using the same motor, but we're gonna swap it down to one that's geared down, so you can actually use a stock 420 chain. That way you can change out your sprockets in the front, in the back, because right now we had to custom make that, and it kind of sucks. You want to use something off the shelf, makes it easier for everyone. And the same thing with the front. So, you know, you can gear it down to whatever you like. So say if you're more of a cruiser, you want that top end with the lower RPM so you don't drain through the battery. That'll be kind of cool. You know, I mean, that kind of covers it up. It's pretty straightforward, but this is just more to get numbers for our Ruckus guys, and then we are going to make the kit for this. We have the motor on the way, so that's that. We're going to pull this back in the shop, and then we're going to show you what we got going with the E-Ruck over there. Back at the shop, we pulled this thing out of a corner. Hasn't been sitting there very long, if you can tell. Yeah, and we're like, what the fuck, what if we just did this EV as well? And we kind of just started mocking it up, and I think once we have the Ruckus done, we'll use that same swing arm, and then we'll just make these plates different so it bolts down to over here. So from there to there. And then we already have a center shock mount kit that we made for this a long time ago that bolts on, so bolt on from there to up here. So I mean, it'd be pretty straightforward. And then the best part is you can get rid of the gas tank. Pull that off. Long range battery fits like a glove in there. So I don't know, that's just an idea up in the air. Probably make it happen. But for now, more importantly, the Ruckus. So we have the 1/4-inch axle. These are the actual swing arms we're going to be using. As you can see, they're not mechs neck swing arms anymore. Just got to machine out the tensioners on the inside. And then there's the hub. Boom. Boom. After we're done water jetting, whatever projects we're working on there, we're going to get our new side plates water jet out, we'll weld them up, and then kind of get this thing moving along with the new setup in here. We did buy another shock. Where's it at? This shock right here, which is for a Grom. It had the, I don't know, that part that goes on the back of here. I forget what it's called. Anyways, we tried cutting it off, shot oil everywhere, and it's still a little, it's good, but it's kind of long. So I ordered another one. Same weight rating, is just a little bit shorter, and I think that's gonna look better in the long run. We got a little more wiggle room in there without squeezing that thing in. We have room for the for the 13-inch wheel in the back as well. Bolts came in, proper hardware. I mean, just little by little, just chiseling at it. We are gonna make a new revised battery tray, a little bit longer towards the back. Got these chai battery enclosures, which are great. I mean, good quality. Love the guys. Really, really sweet stuff. But I don't like how it's sticking up like a mile. It just looks like it was just slapped on there. So they reached out and they're like, yo, we can make you a custom battery since that didn't look perfect on there. So we'll send that out to them. And then this will still work on the Grom in that Zuma. So I do like that. Here are the finished swing arms all machined out. Once we confirm everything is good, we'll get these all welded up, get everyone's kits rolling along.
The next day.
So, update from yesterday, we made some action in here. As you can see, we have the new side plates right here. So it has a gusset built into it, and then that's all bolted up to the new swing arm. Get that 3/4 inch axle looking really good in there. We also opened up this in here a little bit, so you can peek inside. See the motor in there. We're gonna have to change that logo to our FLP. So that's kind of that from last night. That's looking pretty cool. And then once we get those tensioners machined out, you should be able to pull tension on this belt and get everything all buckled up, looking good. Other situation in here is we touched on this yesterday. The shock was too long, so we ordered that 206 millimeter of a Yamaha Y15 or something like that. But that's gonna be a couple weeks until that gets here. So we got this Grom shock, and we just butchered it up. We threw it on the bandsaw, knocked all that stuff off, and then we're just gonna shorten it to the length that we need, so we can keep moving forward while we wait for that real shock. Like that, we have that length we need. We have that diameter of the spring in here, and we can keep moving to make the new shock mount. This guy, unfortunately, we put a bunch of love into it, but we're gonna have to chuck it just because we're using a totally different shock instead of that skimpy guy over here. So instead of using this guy, we're gonna go to that Yamaha shorty shock setup, whatever that you want to call it. That's 206 millimeter. So that's gonna give us, so the Grom arm is too long. It's just not gonna fit in here for what we're trying to do. So this guy now, this is gonna be kind of about the right length, and we can, you know, still make something work in there that it's not interfering with that controller once the seats close all the way down. So we're gonna work on that today. After that, we're gonna modify this battery casing, just stretch it out, stretch it back, box it in, weld it, and then send that out to Chai Battery. So hopefully by Friday, we'll have that all mocked up, and that's kind of the latest update. Once the spring comes in, we can tighten everything up, weld everything up, and I mean, it's coming together a lot faster than you actually realize, because this is the final deal. These are pretty final. We might have to change those a little bit, and then everything else is pretty much set in stone. The hub's looking really good. As you can see, we'll still have to machine out this right there. That's gonna have the cush drives in it, but not half bad. Hopefully we get you guys cruising before Christmas. All right, people, that's the update for today. I think next video, hopefully we'll have it sitting on its own again and have it revving to the moon. Another thing worth mentioning, I'm gonna order the 13 from Dorby just so we can see how much clearance we have in here. I'm guessing it's gonna be another inch this way. This tire's a little bit taller, but that'll be cool too. If we have a chance, there's a guy that reached out to us. He has these pretty cool controllers, not controllers, displays. Maybe we'll swap that out. There's a round one that I like quite a bit, but that's not available until November or something. And they're pretty reasonably priced, so we might change that out. Anyways, checking out, over and out. The suppression.